Hey guys, you're watching Z1 and Only. My name is AJ, and we are back on another episode of Useful Redstone. And in this episode, we're going to be building a self-building house. With the flick of this lever, let's do a demonstration. We're going to flick the lever, and the house builds itself. The floor drops down, and we have a fully furnished, it's got a crafting table, fully furnished house. I've put fence gates on the front here because obviously, if you had a door here, when the pistons push it up, it breaks the door, but it doesn't do it with fence gates, and fence gates sort of work as a door, so I thought it would be a handy one to use. But yeah, it's a pretty cool looking house. Got windows in it, everything all done. Let's do a tutorial on it. So over here I've got a platform, and this time I've gone for sort of stone and mossy and everything like that. I don't know, I thought it would look really cool in the middle of a jungle if you blended this into the grass and didn't look like a slab sticking out, and then have a house that comes out of the jungle floor. I think that'd be sick. So build a platform. It doesn't really matter how big it is, sort of do it this size. You can always make it bigger though, and then go underneath it. So once we're underneath it, let's grab some blocks. We're going to grab these and some windows. And this platform is actually going to be the roof of your house. So we're going to build the walls. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2 there. So it's like 4 by 4. And then we're going to knock out where the door's going to be. So the door's going to be here. That's going to be the top of your door. And then we're going to knock out where the windows are. So we're going to have 3 windows. 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. And then on the bottom here, we're going to build the bottom level of the house. So it's going to be a 3-high house. Obviously, leave a space where the door's going to be. And then underneath that, we're just going to build with any block. I'm just going to use smooth stone here. Around there like that. And we're going to have stone as well underneath the doorway. So we can even put in our gates now already. Here. Gate there and a gate there. So there's our house. This is what's going to be pushed up from underneath here. What we're going to do now is get some normal pistons, just normal ones. Go underneath here and go 4 down. Delete 3. And then place 3 facing the right way up. Whoops. The right way up, facing upwards there. Delete the bottom one. So we have 3 pistons underneath it facing up. And we want to do that all around the entire perimeter of our house here. Nice and easy. Whoops. Nice and easy. Whoops. Along here. And then the last side. Just like so. So there's our first step. So our second step, we're going to get some wool. Some wool here. And we always use white wool when we're building with redstone. I just use it because it's really clear to see where your redstone's going. And yeah, you just know what redstone is on, really. I don't know, I just use white wool. You can use any block. I recommend using white wool. So what we're going to do now is we've got 4 and then 4. On this side, we're going to have 2 and 2. On the back, we're going to have 4 and 4. And then on this side, we're going to have 2 and 2. And then we're going to link these up into a loop-styled fashion. Loop-styled fashion. Look at me try to be all technical. There. And around this side. Yep. And then we're going to go down a level here. And we're going to do the same thing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I tell you what. Let's get the splash me potions back. Hup. Splash me. There we go. Oops. Now we're quicker. Nope. With those. There we go. And loop it round the outside again. Whoa, we're quick. Now we're quick. Fast tutorial. Cha-chow, cha-chow. Alright. And then underneath the pistons here, we're going to build a ring. Underneath the pistons. And we're going to do it once more on this level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 1, 2. And then loop them up. Oops. Oops. We're too quick. We're too fast. There we go. I've just had a shower, so I'm feeling really good and a little bit hyperactive. There we go. Okay, so we've got 3 loops going all the way down. We should have a gap of 2, then a gap of 1, then a gap of 1. Now we're going to get some redstone repeaters and some redstone dust. And face them into the pistons on the inside blocks. Whoops. Don't worry about any delay. Just leave them normal. Like this. All the way. Whoops. All the way round. And the top level as well. There and there. And there. And then around these outside loops, we're just going to place redstone all the way around the outside. There's one done. Yeah, down. Okay, so we have all 3 loops done now, all with redstone and the repeaters facing in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do where the floor's going to be. So we're going to come underneath here. Going to get some white wool again. Splash me, I saw it run out. And what we're going to do is we're going to place a block on the same level as the wool, but on the inside, and then place 2 down. 1, 2, delete the top one. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Delete the 3 on top, leave your bottom one. Now get some sticky pistons, not normal this time. We need some sticky pistons. And go 1, 2, 3. And now we can delete these top ones. And again, 1, 2, 3. Whoops, we've gone 1 too low. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, and then wool on the bottom. So we should have 12 pistons here in 4 stacks of 3 with wool underneath it, with a space of 2 on top of the pistons before we get to the wool floor. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're sort of going to do the same thing on the bottom here as what we did on the top loops. Apart from we're not going to have to loop them all the way around here because we haven't got pistons to be covered on all sides. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Repeaters. Whoops. Whoops. There and there. Same on this side. Repeaters. 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 And then redstone them up. Did I hit a delay then? Nope. Don't worry about any delay on these. We don't need any delay on these as well. These are just to make sure they're poking straight into the pistons. Oops. And then we can go down the side. We can just go down one side this time. And down here. And then hook them up with redstone. 1, 2, 3. So that's pretty much the main setup. Now it's just a matter of hooking them up to each other. So on the bottom of the big ring, on the bottom one of the big rings here, we're going to place 1 block with a repeater on it, and this is going to be our input. And now we're going to need to, now we're going to need to link up all 3 of these together. So we're going to do this in the simplest way. We're going to go 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Redstone, 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 repeater on maximum delay. And then come over and go 1, 2, 1, 2, redstone, 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 repeater on maximum delay. So it'll fire the bottom ones, then it'll fire the second ones, and then it'll fire the third ones. We're going to do the same on the bottom here. So again, on the bottom one of these 3, we're going to have a block out with an input, with a repeater. These are going to be our inputs. We'll join them up together in a minute. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, redstone, 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 repeater on maximum delay. And then 1, 2, 1, 2, redstone, 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 then repeater on maximum delay. Okay, so now we need to hook these 2 inputs up, and to do that we're going to do this in the simplest way possible because I like messy redstone. So we're going to staircase this, staircase this up all the way. We need one there, then there, 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 that'll do. So we can staircase this round. Alright, and then on this top repeater here where it links up, this is where we're going to have our input to the surface. So we can now staircase this up to the ceiling of our place, which is just there. Redstone it up. Oops. And let's grab a lever. Lever goes on that one, isn't it? Yeah, on the mossy one, on my one. Alright, so then that's the main wiring done up. We've just got one more thing to do, and that is off this top one on the floor one. We're going to have a redstone lead coming off and around. We're going to need some normal pistons again. So get rid of your sticky pistons, get your normal pistons out, and we're going to place a normal piston here. Oops, facing towards this redstone with a block on here. Oh, it's getting night time. I'll tell you what, let's sleep away the night. So it's daytime. Oops. There we go, nice and bright. Break the bed. Okay, so we've got a lead coming off here to a piston with a block in front of it. Let's get the redstone on. So we go round. We're going to need a couple of repeaters, so put a couple of repeaters in on maximum delay. And then your pieces of redstone. So once it's fired, it'll fire the bottom set. Then it'll go up, fire the second set. Then it'll go up and fire the third set. And once all of the top set has been fired, it'll come down here, go through these delays, fire this piston, which will break the redstone, which will drop those pistons down again. And then we need to do that again on this one. So we're going to have a piston here. Oops. Piston here with a block. And then we're going to have the redstone. Oops. Yeah, that's cool. Coming here, like that. And then the redstone go down. Again, we're going to need some delay on it. So there, I tell you what, on this repeater as well, we're going to put it on 2-tick delay. So just click on it once, so it's like one away from standard. Like so. Okay, so we're looking pretty much the same as that one now. What we can worry about is the inside, the flooring. So let's break away where our roof is. Is it here? Nope, I was just off. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Those two. There we go. So here's the inside of our house. And what we're going to do now is we're going to use gravel or sand. You can use gravel or sand for your floor. Anything that falls down if there's nothing below it. So the only two options you've got are sand or gravel. We're going to use gravel because, I don't know, it's grey and we're doing sort of a greyish house. So what we're going to do is we're going to pillar up from these bottom pistons to one below the surface here. Up to there, and up to there. Now if you want a workbench, like I have in my one over there, or a cauldron, or anything that can be moved, things that can't be moved is chests can't be moved with a piston, and furnaces can't be moved with a piston. I'm not sure about other things, but we're just going to use a crafting table. So let's get our crafting table, and let's get a fence. If we pop over here, I'll show you how I've got it. As you can see, I don't know if you remember when we first had this, when we first built it, there was a fence post on top. That's to push this ceiling block up, otherwise there'd be a gap there, and it wouldn't look very good. But underneath the crafting table, you can see I've actually used normal blocks instead of gravel. We're going to do the same over here, just because we can. So let's get some orange wool to keep it the same. Oh, I got rid of the crafting table. Okay, so let's pillar up. And now this is where you need to think about it. Let's get our crafting table back. Okay, so our ceiling, our roof, is going to be on this level here. Which means here is going to be where our fence post is going to be. So then below that is where our crafting table is going to be. So have your crafting table there, which is actually just below the window, which is great. Then we're going to have our fence post. Then we're going to have our roof block. So this should be complete and working. Let's do a double check before. So it's going to come down here. The redstone's going to reach there. It's going to go through these ones. 1, 2, 3. Both on maximum delay. Those are on maximum delay on the bottom ones as well. We've got a 2-tick delay on this one that comes down to set them off. And then once it's gone through all them, it's going to go through here. Push that, which will break those pistons, and push that, which will break that piston. I think we're all there. If it doesn't work, it's going to be very, very embarrassing. But let's try it out. Let's flick the lever. 1, 2, 3. That's built well. And the floor has dropped down to the right level. Excellent. I panicked there. But it's working. We can now break that fence away. We've got our crafting table. If you want now, you can even put a door in. It's completely up to you. We can break those away, put a door in. And we have our completed house. Windows and everything. Look at that. Woohoo! It worked. I sound surprised, don't I? I don't mean to sound surprised. It's just crazy. Things don't usually work first time, but this one has. So, excellent. It's working. It can't be unbuilt, obviously. You'd have to have pistons on top for it to be unbuilt, or, I don't know, build the whole thing out of gravel. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it too much. Maybe I'll start thinking about a house that can be built and unbuilt. I don't know. It must be possible some way. If it would look any good is another thing. But yeah, we're going to leave it there, guys. So if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We'll have more Redstone tutorials coming up soon, as well as all the other stuff that's going on the channel at the minute. And we shall see you later, guys. So, bye!